Hey, what's happening, everyone? I just put my glasses down here, sorry guys. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. So still going to react, still going to review, but this is the John Boyega delivers a powerful speech on George Floyd's death. So over the past couple of days, as everyone's aware, there's been peaceful protests across the UK. Some huge ones in London, which is where John Boyega, I believe, was. Correct me if I'm wrong, and apologies if I'm wrong. But listen, before I was going to watch this and give you my reaction, I just wanted to be very clear on something. This isn't the reason why I started this channel. I started this channel so I could entertain and have some fun and hopefully meet some like-minded people, build a community where we could all feel free to speak freely to each other with a difference of opinion, but ultimately everyone having the same outcome of feeling good about themselves, you know? But I don't think this can be ignored, and I don't think anyone chooses to ignore this. It's very important. However, apart from saying that what happened to George Floyd under the knee of that horrific police officer was nothing short of evil, and he deserves to spend a very long time in prison and to be brought to justice very swiftly, may I add, for the crime he committed. And also the officers that were around him should also be dealt with swiftly. And in my opinion, they should also spend many years reflection in prison for not standing up for, one, themselves, and two, their community, i.e. the man telling all of the officers that he couldn't breathe before he was murdered on the street under the watchful eye of God knows how many mobile phones, cell phones in America. Yeah, so apart from saying that, I'm going to choose not to comment on anyone else's character, not because I support racism, because I absolutely do not, but I just ain't the right guy for it. It's so complex and it's so sensitive. I ain't the best guy to educate you guys in racial law, history, social dynamics, social statistics. Yeah, there's a lot more I can do just to help you guys take your mind off it, but I just keep putting out the cool content that I'm doing. Other than that, I just feel like I feel like I can't, and also I wouldn't want to comment on any of that topic, just because I feel that there are a lot more educated people around the world that know a lot more than me, that will be able to guide and teach and talk in a more controlled environment than me. So with that being said, I still think it's a very, very important issue and something that should not be ignored, and something that isn't being ignored. So I've heard really good things about this speech. I've heard that it's powerful, emotional, it resonates with a lot of people. yeah, so I don't want to say I'm looking forward to watching it, but at the same time I am, because John Boyega, this is a guy that's got everything to lose in terms of fame and money and all the rest of it. But there's no way that he was going to let that get in his way when he felt so strongly about something, and rightfully so. I can never comment on how a person of colour would feel if something like this ever happened, because I'm not a person of colour, and like I said, I'm not educated in any of that. So all I can do is support George Floyd and everyone fighting in his corner for or to eradicate racism. And the big one for me that's come out of this is police brutality. Do they go hand in hand? Sometimes yes, 100%. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But yes or no, it's still an issue. It's still out there. It's still happening. Yeah. I'm trying to be careful with the words I say, because I don't want to say something that will spark a negative reaction in anyone, because that's not my intention. My intention was to start a channel and just have some fun. But I do think it's important to watch this and share this, even if it's in this format, for a reaction, because the more the world, I think, sees this, then the more support this cause will get, and rightfully so. So if you feel like you have been affected by any of this that's happening at the minute with what happened with George Floyd in America, or anything else, then one thing I will say is that you're not an island. You're clearly not alone. There's, from what I can see on all of the YouTube videos and news reports, millions of people that will stand with you, and millions of, if not billions, of strong, morally right people, or strong people with a good moral compass, that will support and will reach out whenever needed. So yeah, so let's react to this video and let's see what John Boyega's got to say about it. Play.
First of all, I want to thank every single one of you for coming out. This is very important. This is very vital. Black lives have always mattered. We have always been important. We have always meant something. We have always succeeded, regardless. And now is the time. I ain't waiting. I ain't waiting.
Very
I
emotional.
was born in this country. I'm 28 years old, born and raised in London. And for time, every black person understands and realizes the first time you were reminded that you were black. You remember, every black person in here remembered when another person reminded you that you were black. So none of you out there, all those protesters on the other side, protesting against what we want to do, protesting against what we want to try and achieve.
There were people protesting against,
because this is so vital.
that's not.
Sit down, guys, if you can sit down. If you can sit down. If you can sit down.
See, this is clearly the right way to do it as well. It's clearly a peaceful protest. They're asking the audience, they're asking the protesters to sit down, take it easy.
How painful this is. I need you to understand how painful it is to be reminded every day that your race means nothing. And that isn't the case anymore. That is never the case anymore. We are going to try today. We are a physical representation of our support for George Floyd.
Bang on them! Bang on them! Bang on them!
We are a physical representation on our support for Sandra Bland. We are a physical representation on our support for Trayvon Martin. We are a physical representation of our support for Stephen Lawrence, for Mark Duggan. It is very, very important that we keep control in this moment and we make this as peaceful as possible.
Exactly.
We make this as peaceful and as organized as possible. Because you know what, guys? They want us to mess up. They want us to be disorganized. But not today. Not today. Not today.
Goosebumps.
You know what? This message is specifically for black men. Black men.
Oh, mate. It's proper hit by this blessing. Go on, mate, you got it.
Black men, we need to take care of our black women. We need to take care of them. They are ours. They are our hearts. They are our future. We cannot demonize our own. We are the pillars of the family. Imagine this, a nation that is set up with individual families that are thriving, that are healthy, that communicate, that raise their children in love, have a better rate of becoming better human beings. And that's what we need to create. Black men, it starts with you. Hey, it's done, man. We can't be trashed no more. We have to be better. Do you not understand? I'm speaking to you from my heart. Look, I don't know if I'm gonna have a career after this. That blood. Today is about innocent people who are halfway through their process. We don't know what George Floyd could have achieved. We don't know what Sandra Bland could have achieved. But today, we're gonna make sure that that won't be an alien thought to our young ones. I'm sure you lot came today and you left your kids. And when you see your kids there aimlessly playing, they don't understand what's going on. Today is the day that we remind them that we are dedicated, and this is a lifelong dedication. Guys, we don't leave here and stop, you know. We don't leave here and stop. This is longevity. Some of you are artists, some of you are bankers, some of you are lawyers, some of you own shop stores. You are important. Your individual power, your individual right is very, very important. We can all join together to make this a better world. We can all join together to make this special. We can all join together.
Whoa. That was a lot more, I think he had a lot more emotion than I thought he was going to have on that one. John Boyega. You know, I've always rated John Boyega as an actor, and after you spend so much time watching him in press releases and interviews on the telly, radio, whatever, you feel like you get to know part of their character. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and with the build up to especially The Force Awakens, there was a lot of exposure to John Boyega, you know, Daisy Ridley and Isaac, but also because there was so much speculation on John Boyega because of the scene with him and the lightsaber in the first trailer. For me, or in my opinion, I think he got a lot more, not really a lot more, but he definitely got more exposure in terms of the media. And with that, I suppose, yeah, you do. I did feel to a point like I got to know him, or at least his character. And he's always struck me as a very down-to-earth, well-educated, kind-hearted man. And watching that with him getting so emotional, talking about, like I mentioned before the video, about his career, because let's get it right, people want to stay away from controversy, and they don't like people rocking a boat if they've got a film coming out and whatever. So he really did. He put himself on the line there. And all I can say is fair play to him. It took a lot of guts. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of composure. And you saw it there several times in the video. He had to stop and compose himself. And the friends and family, who I'm guessing some of his family were there, but his friends especially there, but, we were helping him with that. And his voice was heard. His voice was definitely heard. And he said all the right things when it came to doing it peacefully, and it happened to be a long-term change and that they're trying to do, or that we are trying to do. And yeah, it was really heartwarming video, and it just goes to show how far the support really has come from that one spot on that one street in that one city, in that one state, in that one country, and how the pebble effect, it's just rippled across the whole world now. And listen, I don't know what's going to happen in regards to if any laws are going to get changed, or longevity, if there's going to be systemic changes at police departments in states in America, or cities or towns in the UK and all the rest of the other places around the world. I don't know. But all I know is that what's happening at the minute is a positive movement against something that should never have had to have had a movement in the first place. You with me? So, unfortunately, people are people. You're always going to get good people, but you're also going to get bad people. And unfortunately for the good people, bad people will always be around. And that's something that we have to change as a social, or something we have to change, I think, starting from our own communities, making sure everyone has equal rights. And like John Boyega said in that video, with people being reminded the first time that they were black. That should never have been the case for all of those people there, and it shouldn't continue to be the case with anyone else in the world. So I hope that positive things come from this. Above all else, I sincerely hope that the officers, plural, because there was more than one, are sentenced very swiftly to a just time in prison. In my opinion, it should be life for a life. And yeah, sorry I couldn't comment more on it, guys, but there are a lot more intelligent people around the world that will be able to comment on this a lot more, with a lot more expertise than me. So, guys, thanks for taking your time and watching this. I won't be doing many of these political type videos for the reasons I said earlier, but for anything like this that is important, and anything I feel that should be voiced and shown, just to make that movement more widespread and do my part, to help. So I might not be going out to marches and protests for various different reasons, but this I can do. I can react to an important video that a heartfelt individual who is protesting peacefully, wearing his heart on his sleeve against or for a man in a different country where he was brutally murdered, unjustly. So yeah, so this is me doing my bit. Let me know your thoughts. I just want to say, if this video in any way offended absolutely anyone, then it was not my intention. It really wasn't. I just thought it was important to do my bit and react to something like this, just to try and get other people's awareness. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my other videos. I'm going to hit some reactions. I need to lighten the mood, I think, here a bit. The weather's not been great, so yeah, I'm going to try and lighten the mood a bit and see what I can do. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching it. Keep showing your support, keep being safe, keep supporting each other, and yeah, hopefully see you on the next video. If you like what you see, smash the subscribe button, give us a like, yeah, and here's to the next video.